Hey guys, this is the Dark Passenger here to review Bates Motel Season 1. This is basically a modern prequel to the original Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock, and it stars Freddie Highmore as the teenage Norman Bates, Vera Farmiga as his mother Norma, and basically in the show we've got Norman. He finds his father dead in the garage, and then later on they just decide to start over, move to a new town, start over. His mother buys a motel that was owned by some guy earlier. uh, Keith Summers was his name, and basically once they once they move in, the guy, he comes around. He basically just says, "Oh, it's his property. His family has owned it for years," and she tells him that he lost it to a foreclosure. He lost it to the bank, and that she's sorry that he lost it, but it's hers now. And yeah, that's that's basically the beginning of the show. There's a lot of you know good there's a good show. There's a good season. I enjoyed it. We've I mean, Freddie Highmore is great as the teenage Norman Bates, and also, early in the show he meets this girl, Bradley, and then, later on he starts to fall in love with her, kind of. They kind And this is kind of a spoiler. They end up having sex after her father dies, because she didn't want to spend the night alone. She didn't want to be sad anymore. She was sick of it. So she basically used Norman to get away from that, even though she had a boyfriend, which I think is pretty fucked up. And it's not a good thing to do. And also we have this detective, oh no, sorry, deputy Zach Shelby. Later on, Norma gets involved with him because earlier on she killed Keith Summers for sexually assaulting her, and Norman walked in on her still stabbing him. She stabbed him about 30 times. And that was a pretty fucked up scene, in my opinion. Pretty sick. And it's probably one of my favorite scenes in this season, and that was one of my favorite episodes when that happened. And there's just a lot of emotion in this season as well. I mean, it actually shows how Norman Bates kind of goes mad. It shows how he slowly goes insane, and it shows his blackouts as well. Like, he kind of blacks out. He doesn't know what he's doing, and that's pretty cool as well. That happens to him in the original movie as well. So that's something that you can, that's a similarity. That's something that's the same between the original movie and this show. And he just kills someone when he blacks out or something, and then he doesn't remember that it happened. I mean, I'm not gonna give away the ending to this season, but I will tell you that one time this happens. He blacks out, and he kind of ends up going to this deputy's house, the deputy that his mother is involved with. He goes to his house, and he goes to find Keith Summers' belt to get it back, because this cop took the belt from under Norman's bed. And yeah, from what I remember, the cop's name was Shelby. I think that was it. I don't really remember anymore. But yeah, he doesn't find it in the house. So he basically ends up having to run, and his half brother Dylan kind of distracts Shelby. Yeah, again, I'm not too sure if that's his name. And by telling him that, by asking for directions to the gas station, he just knocks on the door, asks for directions, and that gives Norman a chance to run away. But yeah, so yeah, that's just one time where he didn't really think things through. He blacked out. He didn't know what he was doing. And also, there was another time that you don't really know about until later on in the season. He actually blacked out and killed his father, and he never remembered it, and his mother staged it as if it was an accident. And yeah, there are, I'm just gonna be going into more spoilers here, and also another comparison is, to me personally, I think that Freddie Highmore kind of looks like Anthony Perkins a little bit. I mean, I'm just saying that there's something there, and the way that they play more Norman Bates, they're kind of similar. Yeah, only Anthony Perkins, of course, is a bit, he's a bit older. So yeah, and also I'm really looking forward to season 2 of Bates Motel. I have some theories on that, but I'm not really gonna get into them now. I'll do an entirely separate video on that. And also I'm just sorry that I've been gone for so long. I mean, I've been busy. There have just been things going on. I've moved house recently, but now I'm back, and I'm gonna be doing these reviews, these videos more often now. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for listening. Subscribe. Peace.